Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree. I forgot what I was saying or how I started these for a second. I think it's because I'm doing my weekly update, and so I was going to say this is my weekly update, and I got confused in my brain. But this is also my monthly update, and actually yearly update. This week went pretty okay. I think I figured out my little mental issue, why I just felt kind of unmotivated. Turns out, as I said in my previous video, it is a side effect of Ozempic. Maybe it's because my blood sugar is going down, which is awesome. Like that happened last month. I have a more normal blood sugar, but that might be just messing with my brain a little bit. Or whatever. It's just apparently Ozempic has that effect on some people where they feel kind of melancholy. But at the same time, it's not anything that's hurting me at the moment. It's not like I'm not showing up to work or not going to work out or things like that. So I'm doing all the things I need to do, but I'm just all the things that I should do, like my dishes and stuff. But I think I'll do better now that I think is a side effect and not depression. I don't know why that is a mental difference, but I think it is. I hit all my workouts this week. I hit 14 workouts this month, which is awesome. This is my first month with 14 workouts at Orange Theory since I started. Before it was 13. Yesterday's workout, which is Friday, I couldn't do the tread. My right ankle's starting to get all cranky. I think I mentioned that before. I think it's because I'm moving my ankle more and waddling less when I'm walking on the treadmill, and it's just causing my ankle to be used more, and that's a lot of weight to put on my ankle, and so it gets kind of cranky every once in a while. It hasn't stopped me, but yesterday it got decently cranky. So I think I'm going to start taking a little bit more Advil sometimes. I took it after I worked out, and after a couple hours, my ankle felt a lot better, so I don't know if that's the Advil or the fact that I was just resting it. I iced it some today. Again, I ice it, always, I do ankle rolls and stretch it out periodically throughout the day. So try to, keep it healthy since I saw that TikTok where I learned that you're supposed to move your pain. My shoulder's feeling a little bit better. I think it's close to being done with pain, but it's still just lingering. But I've slept on it a couple times, and it hasn't been that big a deal. It's just pain, which sucks. But what do you know? I've been in pain for like 15 years, so what are you gonna do? Not worry about pain. So let's look at I'm going to talk a little bit about Orange Theory. I did 14 workouts this month, so my total tread time went up 0.7 miles. It would have gone a little bit more if I could have went the 0.5 to 0.6 something, the point or 0.7. In fact, I hit 0.73 once this week, which is pretty cool. So that's really cool. The best part though is my elevation only went up 6 feet for 147 feet, but the cool part is my average speed, which the way my average speed works, that's the average speed throughout the entire workout. So when I'm pushing hard to walking recovery and all that, my average speed is 2.03, which is one of my goals. I always want to hit 2 miles per hour, so I think that's really cool, especially since last month I was 1.93, so that's an entire 0.1 increase, and that's what I'm doing every week is a 0.1 increase of what I call the base. When they go base pace, it's 2.1. So next workout, which will probably be Thursday, because I have to do something next Tuesday, and I'm going to rest my ankle for tomorrow. I'm going to be 2.2. So yeah, but some workouts I've been 2.3. Last one on Thursday, I hit 2.5 or 3.3 miles per hour. So I've been pushing myself harder, and that has been fine. So I think August I'll be able to do 2.2. I'm not going to say easily. I don't know why even that came into my brain, because it's not easy. This is really hard. So this is the new thing I started doing in my brain, which is my yearly breakdown where I look at how I did last July. So last July, a year ago, I did 7 workouts. This time I did 14. So I was able to double my amount of workouts. If you look at calorie burn, last year was like 5,700. This year was 12,000, almost 13,000 calories burned. So like my time in the red zone, which is funny, I had 15 red zone with a total of what they call 128 splat points. And so this time I was at 122 with 266 splat points. My tread distance, my average tread distance was 0.35 miles every time I worked out last year at this time. This year it's 0.65 miles, which is really cool. And my total tread distance was last year I went 2.4 miles. This year I went 8.4, which is awesome. Especially when you consider my elevation, which was 68 feet last year, and this year is 147 feet. Average elevation per workout. So going up 147 feet every workout, and last year I was going up 68 feet every workout. So I'm being able to go longer while going in a more elevation. And last year, as I said, this July I hit 2.03. A year ago I was at 1.1. I was at 1.31. And that's a good thing for me to look at, because there is a part of me that's frustrated with how out of shape I still am. I mean, I've been working out at Orange Theory since April of 2022. And it's like a year and 3 months later, and I'm still not in that good a shape, especially compared to where I've been in my past, especially in my past where I have worked out, and, even like 3 years ago or so, or four or five, like not that long ago. Like this last year and a half has been really hard. And so it's easy to look at kind of where I am and being kind of disappointed, because I want to be in shape. I want to get to the end. I don't like to be in the middle. Like they say, the journey's half the fun, but fuck the journey. I want to feel like I'm in shape and have rock hard abs that women want to come up and punch to see how hard my abs are, right? But I just have to look at, I have come pretty good. I have done really well. I've been able to push myself a lot harder than I was a year ago, and I'm hoping next year I'll be able to look at this again and think to myself that, maybe I'm at 3 point something, or maybe even 4. I don't know. But if I'm able to continue to push forward and get better, I think that's the most important thing. Life is all about improvements, and this is the most important lesson I've learned, is to not compare yourself to where you want to be, but compare yourself to where you are, and to celebrate my accomplishments. I actually felt bad after my workout yesterday, and I thought about it when I get home, especially when Coach Jenna, she gave me a fist bump and said way to push through, because I did the strider instead of the tread because my ankle hurt. Part of me actually felt bad when I was finished at that point, because I wanted to do the tread. That's where I get the biggest push on my heart, is the tread. The strider is really hard for me. It's just it's a lot of strain on my thighs, so it's really hard for me to push myself really hard on the strider, just because of just the nature of how the strider works and how much weight I have and how much pressure it puts on my thighs, that I have to rest a lot, or because my thighs get really tired. And so I didn't feel like I got the workout. I did, but she was like, way to stick it out. And you know what? Way to stick it out, right? That's something to be proud of. It's to be proud of the fact that, I was ready to go home because I couldn't do the tread. She's like, well, can you do the tread? I'm like, you know what? I can. And then I did it. And that, it's good to be proud of things. Got to put things in perspective instead of worrying too much about how I want things to be. Gotta look at how things are and be proud of what I did and how I did. And so giving myself a pat on the back, which I can barely do because my shoulders, but just imagine that I'm limber enough to do that. And so, yeah. So this has been a good month. I'm hoping to continue into next month and to keep on pushing forward, because that's all I can do. Well, I can do a lot less, really, because I could do nothing. That's always an option, remember. I know I always talk to people. It's like, I have to do this. Like, no, you don't have to take care of your kids. You don't have to clean the house. You don't have to do anything. If you want, you can go out and just walk until you can't walk anymore and collapse. That's your choice. You don't have to do anything. So I don't have to do this. I could easily just sit on my couch, watch TV all day, become 700 pounds. I can make that choice. And I'm making a right choice. A better choice, right, for me. and I should allow myself to be proud of myself for doing so, even though I'm not where I want to be. I am better than I am a year ago, and I'm better than I am a month ago, and I think that's the most important thing to recognize. I think that's the most important thing to realize. And it's not always going to go as far as I want. Sometimes I'll be knocked back, um, and maybe I'll seriously hurt myself, or I can't do something for a month, and I feel like I lose everything I gained. Shit happens. Life happens. That's what life is. Life is a series of shit that happens. And so I just have to recognize the fact that as long as I'm doing my best to make my best decisions, keep on going to work out, keep on going out there, keep on cleaning when I feel up to cleaning, keep on working on my mindset, keep on pushing on, I will improve my health. And that's why I'm doing this for. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm doing all this for. So, well, if you are working on making your health better, I'm proud of you. Because I know, especially if you're out of shape, and a couple of people I know who are hurt, I understand. It's hard. It's so much easier to do nothing than to do something. And so if you're doing something, even if it's the bare minimum, at least you're doing something, and I'm proud of you for it. Have an amazing day.